really interesting with extraterrestrial or UFO phenomenon and how that trope has been, how that whole thing has been like regurgitated, and there's so many theories on it and all this stuff about it, and it's almost like people are burned out about it. It's almost like they've prepped us, whoever they are, I don't know, to like be so over it. It's like, yeah, maybe they exist, maybe they don't. Obviously, there's all this secrecy around it, probably because we couldn't handle it or whatever. But, to be honest, we can't really handle what's going on now anyway, so you might as well reveal yourselves. And I am willing to wager, even though I'm very skeptical and my aesthetic is not to give myself away to believe, it would really check out, just as far as everything's going on here, that yeah, there has been other beings, probably like us, but not so limited, that are running this whole human enterprise, Earth show, whatever this crazy madness is that goes on down here. Yeah, there's probably been, there's too much design and detail for it to just, I don't have enough faith to believe it all just formed over trillions of years and all this. It's like, no, that is not logical to me. As much as it's explained away, and science gets the one miracle of the big boom, or big bang, or whatever, the big boom. So yeah, there probably is other intelligence, and when I've gone into those spaces of powerful psychedelia, I've encountered this intelligence. It's the logos. It's a sentient intelligence. And whatever powers that be, if they wanted to kill us, they could have easily done that a long time ago. In fact, I've heard stories of, these UFOs, UAPs, whatever, actually stopping, it's like nuclear stuff. We're more of a danger to ourselves than anything else. But whatever these beings are, it is so obvious that we are afraid of what we don't know. And we shun what we don't know. We shoot down out of the sky what we don't know. It's so primal. It's ape behavior. It's like the, ape screaming at the monolith. It's like, just because you don't understand it doesn't mean you have to, dominate it and blast it out of the sky because you feel threatened. It's like, you don't know enough to even feel threatened. It's just your primal brain. We need to get out of that dominator society. So the fact that we haven't shot down any of these UAPs or whatever is almost unbelievable. It's wow, that's smart. It's rare, that kind of unexpected and unpredictable that we'd be so nonchalant about it, so cavalier about it. And I listened to Duncan Trussell. He's a literate genius and a fascinating, brilliant comedian. And I love his podcast. And I listen to that, but I hear a lot of people kind of freaking out about it. And it's what's that going to do for your life? What is freaking out? It's what are you going to do? Prep? Prepare? It's about time whoever these non-corporeal or advanced beings reveal themselves. It's okay, we've been waiting. It's time for you to show up. There's obviously something pulling strings behind the scenes here that's smarter than us, because I think we give our government too much credit as far as all their control. Humans aren't that good at being organized, and especially with this amount of people, I'm no, the government's not that good at controlling everyone. I mean, there's obvious things. There's junk food everywhere. There's the whole persona or whatever, I'm not thinking of the word I want, of the government that's the caring mother hen, and it's here, if you put on your seatbelt, take your vaccines, and they care so much, and it's no, you guys don't. You feed us garbage and bullshit, propaganda. It's that should be obvious to us now. But they're not intelligent enough to really, they don't have the power to really affect people's lives. we have our autonomy or our free will and the sovereign power of our free will, it goes in so many ways. Like, a lot of people just stay with what they're used to. Like, some people like breaking out of whatever that normalcy is that they grew up with. Like, one great example is bidets. Everyone's like, ew, bidets are weird, like squirting water on your butt. It's like, yeah, there's other countries that's just like normal. And also, if you think about it, cleaner, less wasteful, and quicker. But yeah, leave it to Americans to just wiping their butts on trees for hundreds of years or whatever. Anyways, so people are weirded out about things that they aren't used to, and it's like trying new things is expanding your mind and at least giving it a try, you know. But yeah, anyways, getting back to UFOs and stuff. We know for sure it's going to be a big surprise when we encounter something that is like not us, that is very highly intelligent, and that scares us because the whole time we've been under the supposition that we are the most intelligent apex predator, like whatever we are, and it's like, that is just so immature for us to have to be that in our minds. That it's like our security matters more than anything else, and we'll kill other things for our security. It's like, no, like, why is death such a horrible thing? It's like, yes, this is a very unique existence that probably won't happen again. I agree. But it's like, death is inevitable. Like, sure, don't be stupid and just waste your life. But it's like, can people just, like, if this is possible, if this reality is possible, and this intricacy of a design and this divine grid of existence, on the very like quantum level and what makes up this whole thing, if this is possible, oh my gosh, you guys, there has to be an actual like good version of it that's possible. Like, this is like amazing and incredible, but also really stupid in some ways. It's like, why do we have to wipe our butts in the first place? Like, well, undignified. Or why can't we just poop novel objects? I've done this bit with my friends, because it's such a mind over matter, like, gross thing. Like, if you could poop something delicious, because we can't conceive of that. Like, we're just gross, we're depraved, and that's fine. But that's just because, like, alien overlords, archons, whatever you want to call them, are also depraved. As above, so below. And so we're used to that conditioning and that narrative that we're subjected to, and keep narrating of ourselves and all the dystopic, the distasteful masochism. Like, the way you have to learn is through pain, and it's like, that is not, I'm more imaginative than that. I want different kinds of challenges. I don't want it to just be pain and heartache, and it's like, okay, I get it, been through that several times now. It's pretty much the same. It's pretty predictable now. That's another reason this is kind of a lame place to me, is it's very predictable. Even the unpredictable things are unpredictably predictable, if that makes sense. Predictably unpredictable. That's what I meant. But still kind of predictable. Like, as far as it's gonna suck. People are like, oh, it's gonna get better. But first, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on this, because that's another thing about me. I'm really the only one I know that cares about these perspectives enough to actually have a conversation about it, put myself out there, and reach out to others I wouldn't ordinarily meet, thanks to the internet. So, Tell me what you think.